Hello, welcome to our podcast. Let's call a thing a thing.
I am Becky.
And I am Amy. And today we're gonna talk about our friendship contract. Hi Becky.
Hi, Amy.
Welcome to this second episode of Let's Call a Thing
A thing.
Oh yeah, and today we have a lot to talk about, but first, Becky, I want to know, how are you doing today?
I am very fine. Like I said on the other episode, on my side of the microphone. And it's always a little awkward for me to do that because, you've been there, doing that kind of job. Let's put it that way. But I was not. So I'm always a little intimidated, but I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be with you and certainly happy to share that experience with you. So I'm perfect, but I'm just not uncomfortable, but, I have to let myself go a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, and it's Brené Brown who said, if you're comfortable, you are not learning. So
makes sense.
It's not a bad thing if it's the case or not. But I'm really, really happy to be with you today.
Me too.
My last time for me in Germany while recording this episode with you, Rebecca, because I'm going back to Canada.
Yay!
In 14 days. Yoo-hoo! Wow, that's been roller coasters of emotion for me, Becky, I have to tell you, because I've been in Germany for 3 years. We had a shitty year last year with this pandemic, but still I had lots of opportunity to travel all around Europe, and I had a blast. But now it's all done, so I need to mourn. I need to cry, I guess. This
so.
End of this journey. Yeah. And at the same time, I'm really excited to see you and my family and friends from Canada. So, wow, I've never been there in my life. This kind of mix of emotions, it is exhausting, I have to say.
Oh, I believe it. Big time. Because I just hear you and I can feel it,
Right. And I can't wait just to touch you, like to hug you, because the cameras, we are very lucky to have like FaceTime and Zooms and whatever, but still the human contact, the connection is more than important.
Oh yes, and that's what I find out with the pandemic, how important it was for me, because you're not entitled to be in the same bubble as the other one. So your close family is your bubble. So I couldn't wait to took off my work uniform and, wash very fast and just grab my husband and to be close to them. I didn't realize it was so important. Well, at least the pandemic will have made us realize a lot of stuff, actually, which is a good thing. You said we learn. Well, I have learned stuff, which is always a good thing for me.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, we've been more into virtual connection than real connection, I think. We've been talking a lot on FaceTimes and cameras more than face-to-face in our entire life together. So for us, the pandemic, it didn't affect us at all because it's always virtual most of the time.
Not in our relationship, I mean. Of course not, because if I was in New Brunswick, you were in Quebec, and now you're in Germany. Yeah. And yes, so we're used to that. But I mean, to be face-to-face, live, close to each other, it's going to be another thing. And the day, like you said the other day, the day that we are going to record our podcast live, one next to each other. Oh my goodness.
The vibe.
Watch out, guys, because we're going to explode.
The house is going to get on fire. Like,
oh, yes.
Oh my God, this is totally it.
It's going to explode, I'm sure. Explode. I mean, sorry for you guys, but you will have to pump down the volume.
Yeah, pump down the volume.
Not pump up, okay?
Yeah. Oh, so last time, Becky, we've been talking a lot about our friendship and how we met. And it was really good actually to think about all those good things we're sharing together. And after talking about all of this, we've been to a point where we were thinking about maybe we should do a friendship contract.
Yes.
Just for fun.
Yes.
And also as an experiment, as a scientific experiment.
Oh, see.
See. Oh, my European vibes comes back to me.
At least as long as you don't lose it, it's going to be part of you now. It's great.
Part of me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yes.
Ja, ich verstehe. I've been talking a lot. I've been speaking a little bit in German.
Well, you should say some sentences for me because I don't understand at all. I can at least understand a little bit of Spanish, which is totally different because it's a language that is close to French. But you should tell us something.
Okay, I can say, du bist meine Freund. You are my friend.
Oh.
Or, Entschuldigung, ich habe Sie nicht verstanden. Können Sie das bitte wiederholen?
Oh my goodness!
Means, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Could you please say it again, but slower?
Wow!
Damn!
You didn't have talked to me in German, like...
No, that's true, because we always talk about so much things that I've never thought...
You don't have time for that.
I needed that podcast to tell you, Becky, that I'm speaking German.
Exactly. That's it.
Ich spreche Deutsch.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed. I really am impressed, believe me.
So I don't know if you're here. Oh my God. It's our friendship contracts. We have 2 pages in front of us.
Yes.
So it's not the final version.
No.
It was just a draft. So it wasn't...
We reviewed it together, but it's not our final version.
There you go.
See, I can finish your sentences.
Isn't it magical?
It is.
And our goal in this episode is to share our thoughts together about it, our review, and to have a final consent at the end so we can sign it and celebrate it. So we are like friend married, let's say.
Yes.
Right?
Friends partner.
Yes. Yeah. Because it doesn't exist.
No. Friendship contract. That's what the name of our paper is. So it's like an official thing for us today.
Yeah. There is 7 articles in our contract. So we'll pass through all of them together and have a common agreement together.
Absolutely.
Becky.
Yes.
Do you want to start by reading our first, the beginning of our contract?
I will.
Because it's really formal.
Oh, yes, it is. And, it's important. It's something official. So we need to do it officially with our official accent and everything. So friendship contract. So be it known, this agreement is entered into on this day, which is June 15, 2021. I'm gonna write it down as I'm telling you. Between one fantastic, charismatic, and humble person, we'll start with the beauty, Emily, or Emmy, I should say. Hereinafter also referenced as friend number 1. And a generous, super cool, supporter for life, Becky. And, vice versa, okay? All the compliments are for both of us, actually.
Oh, of course.
Now, therefore, it is agreed on the following, and this applies equally to friend number 1, which is Emmy, and friend number 2, which is me, Becky.
I like this.
Just this. It's a starter and we like that, okay?
Okay. So I agree this, everything you said must stay the same as it is if you're okay with it.
Absolutely.
Article 1. This one is named Being There for Each Other. I made some note, Becky, because in our draft, like it was a It was like a funny contract version I found on the web, and then I modified it a bit, but I didn't agree with it actually, because it said 1.1 friend number 1 will be there for friend number 2 at all time. I underlined all time because we all know that it is an impossible thing, right? We cannot there all time.
It's true.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So this one didn't work for me as a logical thing.
Yes.
Because it would have been better to say when it's needed.
Yes.
Like when it's needed and possible.
Absolutely.
Are you taking the notes just to be sure I'm not?
I am.
Okay, great.
Yes, but because I know how your desk work today. I'll be your secretary, okay? No problem.
Okay, so I'll get naked with you guys as a saying, because we say that now when we have to confess something.
Yes.
I'm gonna get naked today and tell you my secret. I am in my bedroom right now, and my microphone, computers, and everything is on my nightstand when there is a big mess because we are moving and the network wasn't good in my basement German house made of bricks everywhere and cement. So if you hear this, it's when I laugh, my bed is like squeaking a bit. So we are in the real in here, guys.
Oh yes, that's the real stuff. That's why it was
real people.
Yes, real people with real realities.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm her secretary for the day.
Yeah. Thank you, Becky.
My pleasure. So when it's needed.
When it's needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because so I made some research, well, thinking about being there. So what does that mean, really, being there for us? So for me, being there means to acknowledge the feelings from what our friend is experiencing when he or she is sharing with us. So when you share something with me, the fact that I'm being there in front of you, listening to what you're saying, means being there.
Yes, being present and being in the moment.
Yeah.
Makes sense
exactly.
to me.
And
yes.
Okay, so that makes sense to you too.
Yes.
So and also being there doesn't mean to find a solution to your problem when you're sharing something to me.
Oh yes.
This was an important thing to me. Yeah.
It makes real sense because you cannot, even if you love your friend, you like your friend, depending on the way you want to say it, you are not responsible of his life or her life, and at the same time, you're not responsible basically of her matters, great or good.
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to have the pressure in a certain way. That's how I understand what you're explaining.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, the real answer is, for me, while we are being there, is to feel empathy.
Yes.
Right?
It makes total sense to me too. I really like it because by the fact that you are sharing that with me, I'm doing the same analyze.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. To have this discussion with like a start. We start somewhere and then we develop something with it. And I have a demand for you, a special ask.
Yes.
Could we add in our contract at this article like an addenda or something?
Yes.
Said crying is always allowed, even when it's unexpected.
Oh my God!
While we are sharing,
it always happened with you and I.
And right, I know crying is not expected, but I found that it was funny to say that.
And goddamn, it happened a lot between you and I.
Oh, yes. To recap then, so being there means to accept and understand what the other is feeling without looking for a magic answer solution. And being there for each other means to say, I understand why you feel like this, and with honesty, and to say, I'm sorry, my friend. Like, I'm so sorry you've been through this.
Yes.
While saying this means you are there with me in my pain, in my stress, in my maybe happiness. Like, whatever it is, it's to acknowledge it.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
exactly
what it is. Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you have anything else to add?
I don't think so, because you said it all, baby.
Okay.
Let's call a thing a thing, baby. That one will stay, eh? Right, we know that. So no, but
man, yes.
no, it makes sense, Emmy. No, I really like that.
Great then. Article number 1.
Done.
Approved.
Yes.
Bam. So now, article number 2. Becky.
Yes, helping each other. Whenever friend number 1 asks friend number 2 for help in any way. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Whatever, we're always going to be there for each other, of course. I mean, that's how we see the friendship, you and I. But for help in any way, of course, for help in any way. Or I'm wondering if we should put an S at the end of that word, actually. In any ways. You know what I mean? Because there's more maybe than once.
Yeah, I agree.
So for me, it says it all. I mean,
it says it all.
It says it all because
I agree.
Of course, as my friend, if you are, I don't know, okay, worst case scenario, I don't want to say anything bad, but your house is on fire, okay? Of course.
Yeah, let's say.
I don't want to say that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want I don't want this to happen, of course not, but something like that, I just wanted to give an example.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to be received at my place and we're going to, do a room for you guys, and of course, so even in the worst case scenario, it goes with that for help in any ways, for sure.
And I agree. And in this article, I would maybe modify the title of the article number 2, because it's called Helping Each Other. I would add helping and support each other.
What I like that,
because I've been thinking about okay, I'm all about words. I didn't study in math. I've studied in letters. So let's do an analogy here.
No problem.
Help for me means support. What means support? Means to listen to. Remind the other that you love her or him. Show that you care. And do it without judgment.
For me, the support, the way that you are explaining it, it's like when you dance with a partner, you're not the only one that is going to do the moves, You want the other person to be, I'm sorry about my moves, okay?
I love that move.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy how we've been a real good team, because I'm like in the letters and then you are in the mood, the groove, maybe. Oh yeah. I like it.
But so for me, it's like a dance. If you're doing a dance with a partner, you're going to dance together. It's not one that dances and the other one that watch and the opposite. So even if you're the one that leads, the other one is dancing with you. So you have your support on this side also. So for me, it's like a tango. Takes 2 to tango.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It speaks to me. It talks to me, we say. Well, I love it, what you're saying.
So whenever friend number 1 asks friend number 2 for help in any ways with an S's at the end.
Yes.
And
this is the 2.1.
2.1. 2.2, friend number 1 promises to allow her or him her time anytime friend number 2 is passing through a difficult time in her life or just feel to need so.
Yep. And also, I have another thing to add to this article, number 2.
Yes.
One thing that I hear from others sometimes is that people are afraid to ask for help.
Oh my goodness.
And I know for us, it's never really been an issue. Or if it has been, it's because we were worried that it would like drained, we say drained like the other,
yes,
and or maybe it's not a good time for her. They're drained her energy, so maybe I'm not gonna ask for help now because she is also struggling, or because we cared for the other. So that's why the word vulnerable was important for me, because it is a very vulnerable thing to ask for help.
Oh gosh, yes.
Right?
Oh yes.
And between us, it's okay to be vulnerable.
It's so true. I mean, you have done your homework big time, eh? Because I have wrote some stuff, but you are really much more into the like psychologic part. I'm more light, let's say, in my thought.
But I needed it. Becky, because it was too much. When I did my notes, I was like, yeah, I can't wait just to talk about it with Becky. So we're gonna just light it a bit,
Wow.
So I wrote, we accept. It could be our 2.3 actually.
That's exactly what I wrote.
We accept. Oh man, we're good at this.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay. We accept that we are vulnerable.
Yes.
With each other.
Yes.
By never feeling ashamed, by asking for help. Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one. It
Are
is.
you sure you want to sign?
Nothing is perfect, baby. Maybe, we accept that we are vulnerable with each other by never feeling ashamed of asking for help as much as we can. Because I want to be on point with you. It's a contract. And I want to respect my freaking contract with you. So if we don't put that sentences at the end, I'm going to feel like I'm lying to you, and I'm not going to do that on my podcast. Okay?
And I agree. And also, remember that at the end of our contract, there is a sentence right here at the end. I wasn't supposed to say it now, but I feel like we need it.
It's time. That's okay. It fits.
Penalty, Article 7, penalties and sanctions. 7.1, if friend number 1 and friend number 2 is found to be in violation of any piece of this contract. I thought about you, Becky. That's totally okay. There is no penalties and sanctions allowed in our friendship. What matters is through and honest communications of emotions, feelings, and concerns. So that said it all. But we could add the end of the sentence also, just to be sure so you feel at ease.
I'll feel better, even if we have that clause. And I remember that clause actually. But, it makes more sense for me to add that little sentence because, we're not perfect and we're not trying to be also, because it doesn't exist. Perfection. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. So we are even allowed to feel ashamed, even if it's not the best emotions of our world, and that it doesn't do anything good in our lives. No, absolutely but we are allowed, right? Because emotions are like weather.
Yeah. 2.3. 2.3. I. Yeah. 2.3. 2.3. Ouais, c'est ça. So 2.3, I agreed. Also with that.
Great.
I am okay, so I'll let you go on with Article 3.
I like doing this so much.
That's very interesting.
I have so much fun.
My goodness.
It is.
Very interesting.
Okay. Spending time together. This one is more light and fun because we need it.
Oh, yeah.
Big stuff is behind us.
Yes. Great. No. The hard stuff is out, and I'm just kidding.
Article 3.1. Social gatherings include, but are not limited to, cooking and eating while talking for hours. Because it's like one of our favorite activities.
Oh, yes.
In the world.
Oh, yes.
And after, number 2, talk for hours on the phone. Talk for hours face to face. Talk for hours anytime we want. And for as long as we want. Yes.
Yes.
It's nothing much when you think about this. I'm not asking you to go to see movies,
No,
traveling with me,
no,
do world trips.
no,
I don't want to go to a spa day with
no,
you.
it's
I
true.
just want to talk with you.
It's kind of simple.
And the last point
Yes.
was play pyramid. If for those who knows that show, I've never watched that TV show, but
Me
I always
neither.
played with you. You neither, okay?
Well, maybe once because the TV was on, but not because
Okay,
I
but actually,
decided to put it on and watch the TV show. No.
okay, so the board game pyramid, is this the same concept as the TV show?
Oh yes.
Oh yes, okay, it's
Yes,
pretty the same.
yes.
So you have to
Like mimic
how
words and
like the board game Taboo a bit.
yeah.
And
talk
it's
about it.
part of our contract to play pyramid at least once a
At
year when
least.
it's possible. When it's possible with our husbands and laugh for hours, of course, always for hours.
I mean, we even have like, what is the word? Classics. And what I mean about that is sometimes, when you want the other person to find out about what you're trying to explain, your mind is going so fast that you can say, oh my goodness, some really damn funny
Random words.
stuff that doesn't make any sense. And one of the funniest, not that I want to say his name, but the funniest one is Joanne.
Yeah, Johan, my boyfriend / husband.
Yes, her husband. I mean, he's like, for him, it's clear as day. But we're the other three on the other side of the table.
I'm sorry, I have to say it, but he is bad as shit. He doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have it. Like some people has it, and there's Johan. He really, really doesn't succeed in any type of games like this, but that's why it's so funny in that it had to be in our friendship contract.
But he tried his best, we can tell, but for him is as clear as day. But we're there on our side of the table. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? But that's why we have so much fun.
Oh, I had a note.
Me too.
This article,
Me
Becky.
too.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
You want to start it? Because I've been, it's your turn.
Mine was everything that even sometimes doesn't make sense that we want to do together, we can do it. As long as as long as we have fun, and of course, I'm not going to come back with that, what we talk on the first episode, like being naked, one in front of each other. I'm not going to go there. But what I mean is sometimes we are maybe going to have like silly ideas, but just to have the experience together can be a hell of a party. And we're not afraid of, being ridiculous, because in French we say ridiculous kills. And it's not true. No, it's the opposite. Sorry.
No, wait, it's the other way around.
Okay, rewind. It says
ridiculous kills.
Okay, because they say, in French we say that ridiculous do not kill. And believe me, it's true, because just today I would have been killed right away. Just a couple of seconds ago, I would have been done, fried, finished, terminato. See? Oh my goodness. And we're not afraid to be ridiculous. But believe me, we're not.
Yeah. Oh, we would be dead years ago.
Oh my goodness. Oh, for sure. Oh my gosh.
And I wanted to add this just because I think it's nice to think about this. I'm saying that you're not able to stop laughing. Why do we have cameras on Squadcast? Stop the camera. Stop it.
It's my fault, people.
Okay.
It hurts. I have laughed so much, it hurts right now. So, okay. Wrap. Alors, I'll let you go.
A really important thing that I think is between us, it's that if for an unknown reason we were not able to see or talk to each other for a really long time, let's say years, okay, it would be totally fine. We would never blame each other for not calling as often as before or not coming for a visit as frequently, let's say, as usual. We don't expect that, you know?
No, we don't put
Of
that
each other,
pressure
and
to each other.
yeah, I'm not sure if I already told you that, Becky, but I really appreciate this in our friendship.
You know the expression, like, it's not the quantity, it's the quality time that we spend together.
I'm sorry, I just wrote that, actually. Stop reading my notes, Becky. Damn. Okay. Article number 4 then.
Oh my gosh. This is so what I was expecting it. I was expecting, excuse me, from it.
Oh, me too. Article number 3, done.
That's a done deal.
Sealed.
So article number 4, non-stop emotional honesty. Oh my goodness. 4.1. Both parties agreed that friendships can't be one-sided. Of course not. We agreed on that.
Yeah.
Friendships must be based on mutual concern and loyalty, and I can add, and trust.
Yep.
Because if you don't have the trust, the loyalty, and the concern, I mean, there's something missing, I think. And no,
yes.
4.2, no judgment allowed in any case.
Yeah, we said it before, and we keep it that way.
Yes, it was always like that anyways, between you and I.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I added a note too that completes what you were saying, is that we are allowed to decide what and when to share parts of our own secret garden if we want. And we don't have to reveal all of it to our best friend, and we respect that.
Oh, yes, it's going to be added. It's respecting each other integrities.
Yes,
that's how I see
integrity.
That. Yeah, to be all allowed versus to be obligated or having to. No, doesn't work for me either. So
it's funny because when I was working on this before the show, like doing my notes and stuff, I'm like, it's so nice that I'm reading this and I'm not wondering if Becky's gonna be agreeing to this, because I know she will, and that's why I'm her friend. Like I know her that well.
Yes.
And it's so nice. Yeah, because I tell you guys, if you have a friend and you want to do this experience, is a really good one to know if your friend is a real one, actually.
Yes. Put it on paper. Yeah. Yes.
Article 4, done. And now, Article 5. The inside jokes. 5.1. Friend number 1 and friend number 2 will share a minimum of 10 inside jokes between them. Would you agree to put 20?
Oh, I mean, sky is the limit.
Change
with
it
this
for 20.
One, eh? Oh, let's go for 20.
Yeah, just for fun.
Anyway, absolutely.
Put 20.
Absolutely.
Article 5, inside jokes, done.
Yes. So Article 6, gift giving. I like that one. I really like that one because it's very important for me. Because you cannot buy friendship. So 6.1.
Oh, yes.
You cannot buy friendship. You cannot buy love. You cannot buy friendship. You cannot. Even if too many people try to, but I don't believe in that. So 6.1, gift are not something we need or ask to each other. But if, in any case, one of the friends offers a gift, the other friend will gladly accept without feeling indue to the other. And that's another fact that I agree big time on that also.
Yeah.
Because, some people likes to give, okay? They are givers. So it means that sometimes in a friendship relationship, you will have one person that are going to give more stuff, but I'm talking about physical stuff, I'm gift and all that stuff. But some people are more givers than others.
Yep.
So
it's a fact.
I like the sentence, but if in any case, one of the friends offers a gift, the other friend will gladly accept without feeling in due to the other.
In due. Yeah, I would not change a word.
Same thing. Same for
Yeah,
me.
perfect. Done.
Done deal.
Done deal.
Article 6.
Done. Article 7. Penalties and sanctions. I found that it was really funny to keep it that way. There is no penalties, no sanctions allowed in our friendship. What matters is true and honest communication of emotions, feelings, and concerns. That is a wrap for me, my dear.
Me too, big time.
I like it so much.
Me too. We're going to put on our website, Facebook, everything, our copy and a blank that you can use to do your own also. So feel free to use it. And I mean, you can have like quite of a funny conversation if you do that with your best friend.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I'll let you finish, Becky, the last paragraph.
So we do hereby affirm and declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the province of Quebec, Canada, and the state of North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany, that this agreement has been entered into voluntarily and without any threats, promises, jurors, and or we should put corruption.
Corruption. Let's put corruption. Yes,
I prefer corruption. We heard some.
Me too.
We heard some in Canada in the last 5 years and more of any type. Absolutely. So this agreement shall be enforced with the laws of the province of Quebec and the state of, oh my goodness, North.
You can do it. You can do it.
North Rhine.
North Rhine.
Okay, I really have to. North Rhine.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Westphalia signed this
June 15th.
Day of, and the witness will be my cat because there's nobody here with me.
Yeah, because the witness is. It said that it's someone who is standing next to you and is watching you sign this paperwork. And Zoom are not allowed. Notary seal if necessary in your state, if you can. Well, everyone is outside right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait and sign in front of my husband.
You know what? I'll do the same.
Because it's a draft.
It's a draft anyways.
And then we'll do a final version and we will sign it and put our pictures of this the papers of the paperwork on our Facebook page.
Yes.
Our Becky and Amy podcast. Let's call a thing. And again, you'll be able to have the complete version of our friendship contract with all the articles we've been talking about during this episode, and also, like Becky said, a blank version. So you will be able to write any type of articles, whatever you want. You're free as
birds.
Well, I am really satisfied with it. Becky.
Me too, Amy. It's very, it just confirms it all, but in a certain way, I'm happy to just have put it on paper like I asked in episode 1. But what I mean is, it just confirms me that we're so on the same page, you and I.
Yes, me too. Because I was going to ask you, what did we learn? I think this is it. We learned that we are on the same page for lots of things.
We are. I just flash on maybe one thing that we should ask. We should add.
What?
We don't take our friendship for granted.
Oh, yes. Please add.
Taking our friendship for granted. And we're going to figure in which article part we're going to add this.
But it's going to be there.
Yes.
We promise it's going to be there somewhere because it's really important. If we had to describe friendship in one word, what would it be then after doing this exercise?
Trust.
Right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about trust too. That's for sure.
There's so many other words, but it's trust.
This is it.
This is it, big time. Trust.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the highlight of today. Friendship is trust, big time.
Yeah. Trust is very important also with our peers at work, colleagues, and family. And this is something related with expectation, Becky.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Oh my goodness, big time.
And the last episode, you were talking about the expectations are bigger towards our family than our friends. And I thought that would be so interesting to dive into this subject with you because I feel like you have tons of things to share about it. And I also would have a lot.
Oh, yes.
Actually.
And to try maybe to answer the question, how come we have much more realistic expectations toward our friends than toward our families, brothers, sisters, etc. So yes, it would be very interesting to dive into that.
I can't wait. I can't wait to dive into this with you, Becky. And thank you again for everything. This experiment really worth it, and I recommend this to everyone. Just if you want to have fun and have a precious moment with your friend, let's do it and let's call it
a thing. Wrap up!
Thank you for being with us today.
We appreciate it and can't wait to be with you next month.
I am Amy.
And I'm Becky.
And let's call it a thing.
A thing.